only thing you need to overcome to get from wherever you are to wherever it is that you want to be are the barriers that you put up in your own head. That is literally the only thing that's stopping you. You can try to put the blame on Donald Trump, on the economy, on your parents, on literally anything else. And while some of those may be additional challenges that you need to overcome along the way, none of them are insurmountable. There are countless people that have been dealt hands far worse than your own, and yet they've still managed to succeed. So if they've done it, then why can't you? Personally, I believe that everybody can, but I know for a fact that not everybody will, and it's because most people are scared. They're scared of failing, scared of embarrassing themselves, scared of disappointing their parents, because for their entire lives they've been told they need to pursue a career in something they never actually wanted for themselves. Fear is what all of those mental barriers boil down to. That fear is natural. We all have it, including me. It's something that serves us well when our lives are on the line, but that's a rarity in the modern world. We are no longer hunting woolly mammoths, jaguars, and lions, true apex predators that are actually trying to kill you. Instead, we are fighting in the comment section of the latest Ragebait Instagram post with some basement-dwelling chud, where the consequence for losing isn't being mauled to death, but instead getting ratioed by said chud and having anybody who comes across your devastating interaction expel air from their nostrils and laugh internally before they promptly scroll onto the next reel and forget that it ever happened in the first place. That is the kind of consequence that fear is protecting you from 99% of the time, and yet most of us allow it to stop us from taking chances on things that could truly make our lives so much more meaningful. And the craziest part is we all know there's no real danger to any of it, but that's just the thing. Fear isn't a rational conclusion that you arrive at. It's a very powerful genetic adaptation that has served us very well. It's likely the only reason the human race still persists, but in the modern world, it's far more of a hindrance than it is beneficial. Now, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is fear can be beaten. The bad news is the best way to do it is simply by facing it. It's not fun, it's not easy. It's nothing you don't already know, but it works. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it, and the more you'll realize just how absurd you were to fear something as inconsequential as embarrassing yourself in public or embarrassing yourself on the internet. Now, to be fair, some things are slightly more consequential than others, such as trying to tell your first-generation immigrant parents that you're dropping out of med school to pursue a career knitting custom hacky sacks, but sometimes sacrifices have to be made. Everything has a trade-off, and at the end of the day, it's not your parents' life, is it? They're not the ones that have to spend the rest of their lives thinking, what if? I think you'd be pretty hard-pressed to find anybody who, at the end of the day, would say that they were glad that they played it safe. So, take that chance. Stop telling yourself that you can't do something, because worst case scenario, it doesn't work out. You can always try again. But what if it does work out?